So these people in a cult, they actually have no idea that they are in a cult. And they don't realize how destructive and harmful a cult can be because they haven't been taught. Their cult leaders can't bring this message you're hearing now. They can't do this. A cult leader will never reveal himself. So they rarely knowing that it is a cult. They hardly listen. It's rare. If they know they're in a cult, it's very rare. And once they realize they're in a cult, they leave. They get from under it. They was like, boy, I didn't know this was a cult. And we have people on YouTube, and I have to show some of them. We have people on YouTube revealing how they came from among a cult. Though they usually come off as being generous. Here they go. These cult leaders, they come off as being generous. The people under the cult, they're deceived themselves. And so they're generous, caring, and in the best interest of the members. They tell their members, we have your best interest at heart. We have your back. We take care of our own. Cults are inherently based on furthering the desires of the cult leaders. The people don't know that they're furthering the desires of the cult leaders. What is the desire of the cult leader? Whatever is in his heart. If he wants extra wives, that's his heart. That's his wickedness in his heart. That's his desire. And so he will take on more wives. If he want more money, that's the desire of his heart. So he's fulfilling the desires of his wicked heart. If he want more things, this is what he's doing. Cult leaders commonly use the thought reform of brainwashing. So they commonly use the thought reform. They want to change the people's thinking. Brainwashing. They want to remove what they know and put in, mold and shape them. This is what they do. And it's not according to the word of the Most High. They're not molding and shaping them with the word of the Most High, in conjunction with other methods, to slowly and deliberately reel in more control of the members. They have to have control over their members. In many cases, members may eventually forsake their friends and family. This is another thing. They will tell their members to forsake their friends and their family. Non-members, stay away from non-members. They will pull you away. They told us this in Christianity. They will pull you away from the ministry. They don't think like we think. They are not spiritual. They don't know God. They are wicked and are viewed as wrong or bad. See, they're going to say non-members are wicked. They're wicked and give up their careers. These people are, remember, this is an extreme belief. And they believe it strongly and wholeheartedly to the point they give up their careers, their homes, and their money to their leaders. Now, make sure you understand this. When they give up their career, they're willing to drop their career and work for that leader or do whatever they have to do for their leader. They will give their homes away to their leader. And they said, my home is your home. And their money. This is one of the ultimate goals. Their money goes to their leader. And we're going to discuss that. We have an example. Jonestown is an infamous example of a cult. Many people were recruited to what was portrayed to be a friendly, all-inclusive, and loving community church. See, they were loving. These people that joined, this was a multicultural church. And these people that joined this church, this community, They were getting away from, they had a mindset, get away from wickedness, get our own community and live in peace. But they had no idea that this was a cult. Through the years of exponential thought reform, however, members would eventually devote their lives to Jim Jones and in effect died for him. So these people died for him. It was known as the Jonestown Massacre. You had over 900 people that committed this mass suicide. This is where we get the term drinking the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You're drinking the Kool-Aid. This is where that comes from. And today, people are in these churches, people are in these camps, drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking they have the truth. All right. Number one, you want to know if you're in a cult? The number one thing they use is control. They have to control their members. And this also, I have to mention this. You have to lump our United States government in this because they have to control the people. They control the people. They're taking money from the people. They have to be able to control their people. The power or influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. A person or thing used as a standard of comparison to check the results of a survey to experiment, determine the behavior or supervise the running of. So they are controlling. Look at this: jurisdiction, sway, power, authority. They have this. They use their authority. Self-appointed leader. He's the pastor. He's this. He's that. And he's giving commands, dominance, domination. Look, government, I told you. Government. Government is a form, government is a cult. Mastery. They're master deceptors. They're skillful at deceiving people. Leadership, rule, reign. They reign over this group. And they say they are sovereignty. This is their own camp. This is their own church. This is what they say. Supremacy. No one has the answers but us. No one has the truth but us. Supremacy. We're better than any other group. We're better than any other camp. We are nothing like the other camps. They use control to control the people. And they have to use control to keep their members obedient to what they say. They have rules and regulations. And if you disobey these rules, then there will be consequences to pay. And they may kick you out of their groups. So they control their people. They control their money. They control what they spend. I remember being in the church. We were told, if you make a big purchase, make sure you go to the pastor. Don't make a big purchase on your own. They control your money. You want to know if you in a camp. And they're going to say, well, you may not know what's right to purchase. Or I have more knowledge and experience in purchasing things. So you need to listen to me and do what I say do. Anybody talking to you like that, you are in a cult. They control relationships. You want to marry someone? Someone wants to marry you? No, this ain't the one for you. This is a wicked one. Don't marry this one. He's telling you not to marry this one because he wants to marry you. You're in a cult. Let no one tell you who and who not to marry. Anyone. So they have to control everyone in that group, even the leaders under. The one leader has to control the leadership. And here it is. You're on a string and the leader is making you do whatever he wants you to do. This is why our people do what they do in these camps, in these churches. They are under the control of their leaders. And their leaders are quoting 1 Corinthians 11:1. Make sure you understand. They have to, this person here, they have to follow this person. They must follow. This is why all the camps and all the churches follow him. They must follow this person. And this person says, be followers of me. When he did this, see, the enemy is brilliant. When he did this, he knew his followers would say the same thing. So these camp leaders and these churches are saying, follow me as I follow Christ. This is what they're saying word for word, not teaching their people who is Christ. The Roman deity? Do they teach this? No. They tell their people to follow me. Anyone tells you to follow me, you're under their control, doing what they tell you to do. This is what you are. And you're doing this. Follow me. When I move, you move. Follow me as I follow the Roman deity. If you're following man under his command, follow me as I follow this Roman deity, you are in a cult. And this is what they're telling their people. Don't worry about where we're going. You just make sure you follow me. I know where I'm going. They want the people to follow them. 1 Corinthians 4:16 and 17. Watch this. Therefore, I urge you. Here he is speaking again. I urge you. You have to do this. You must do this. Imitate me or follow me. He's saying imitate me. When I move, you move. When I say do something, you do it. For this reason, I have sent Timothy to you, who is my beloved son in the Lord, who will remind you of my ways. He's going to remind you of, look at this. He's going to remind you of my way. Where someone, think for yourself. Where did the Most High command a man that says, follow me as I follow Yahuwah? Did Moshe say that? No. Moshe gave the Torah, all the words from the Most High. Did the prophets say that? No. The prophets gave, thus says Yahuwah. And they never said, follow me as I follow, because our leader can go off. Moshe went off. So if we follow Moshe and he goes off, we go off. Some of the prophets went off. So we can't do that. The prophets are to give the word and follow the word themselves. So he told Moshe to speak to the rock. Moshe struck the rock. So Moshe said, all right, follow me, do what I did. And then we don't speak to the rock and we strike the rock and none of us go into the land. You see? No. You follow the Most High. How do we follow the Most High? Whatever came from his mouth. When we follow man, that's a great indication you're in a cult. And the man's telling you to follow me. Follow me as I follow him. And he says, who will remind you of my ways in the Roman deity and teach everywhere, in every church. You wonder where they get church from. Teach everywhere in every church. He meant for us to be. This person wanted us to be split up in all the earth. They love the fact we're split up, weak, broke, busted, and disgusted. He loved this. And this is not how it's supposed to be. Things are all out of order. What else? How to know a cult? Exclusiveness. These people will tell their people, we're the only ones with the truth. You can only get this truth from this building, from this group, from our camp, from our church. There is none like our church. We were told, if we leave this church, where are we going to go? Because no one is proclaiming the truth like this church. So they made themselves exclusive.